From monster squids to ant salads, we count the top 5 weirdest foods people eat live. Number 5. Alright, so number 5 on our list is sea urchins, which is also known as Rice de Mer, if I'm pronouncing that right. And this is basically just, well, sea urchins served to you. They are served raw and live, obviously. That's why it's on a live list. And so the reason why this one is honestly on this list is because more so the process of eating it, because it doesn't look very delicious. So I don't know who would try such a process to eating it. What you have to do is use a special tool which you stick in between the spikes and then close like a wrench, and it will crack it open. Really gross. It has to be really painful for the animal. And that's about all I have to say for this one. And let's go to number 4. Number 4. Alright, and so the next one we have on this list is Ikizukuri. I don't care. It's some sort of foreign word. And it's a type of sashimi, which means prepared live. It is a fish which they gut immediately. You go to, what basically the process is, you go to a store that serves this, a restaurant. There are fish tanks on the wall. You pick the certain fish that you want to slaughter. And then, so they take it to the back. They gut it immediately. They serve it to you. Basically, they do it so that it stays live while they gut it, and you can eat it and enjoy it while it's live. But it's really just kind of sick if you think about it, because you're eating something while it's live, and it's really gross. But for it to be number 4 on our list, that obviously means that there are some really horrible things on this list, like Fetty Wap music and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Number 3. Alright, so number 3 on our list is Casu Marzu, which is a traditional Sardinian cheese made with sheep milk, and that's not the actual nasty part of it though, because obviously sheep milk isn't alive, if you didn't know. The nasty part about this one is the fact that it's eaten with live maggots inside. Yes, live maggots, which means fly larvae in other words. And it's just really gross why people eat this. It's just that the maggots actually help make the cheese taste better, which to some people would go to such lengths to have nice tasting cheese, but you know, most people eat it with the maggots inside. So if you're a real man, then you'll eat it with the maggots inside and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Number 2. Alright, so number 2 on our list is another word that I can't pronounce, and it is basically a dish served in Korea. And I was debating over whether or not this should be number 3 or the maggot cheese, but you see, the thing about bugs is that they're not really important. Okay, that was terrible. I apologize to all the bugs out there and all the people who hug trees and stuff. So basically, this dish is seasoned with sesame seeds and sesame oil, but the main component is hakaji, which is, don't say anything if I pronounce that wrong. I already know I probably did. It's basically a small live octopus. Now, let's think about this. Squid, small live squids. I think it's a squid or an octopus. I'll fix that later. Alright, so it is a small live squidopus, which basically is just served to you straight up. Like, there's no process to this one. What they do is they go back to the back of the kitchen, they put stuff inside of a bowl, and then they throw an octopus on top of it, throw it in front of you, and expect you to eat it with chopsticks. It's really gross, but weird at the same time. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, so now for number 1, which is the worst one on this list. So brace yourself. It's really gross. Number 1. Okay, so now it is time for number 1, which is the absolute grossest one. And if you stay tuned throughout this video, then I commend you, because that means that you took the challenge and said, challenge accepted. Alright, so number 1 is basically frog sashimi, which is the same thing as the other word. Sashimi, once again, means prepared live. Okay, so frog sashimi is a live frog that is murdered in front of you. And that's literally what I wrote in this paper. A live frog that is murdered in front of you. So if you're a really weird person and you like to see things murdered, and if you keep little kids in your basement, Michael Jackson, then yeah, this is great for you. Alright, so basically what they do is they take the frog, they gut it in front of you, and then the frog's alive during this. So the frog feels all the gutting and stuff and the grossness. And then so after they gut the frog, they they put the guts on top of the frog, prepare the meat, sort of obviously take out the things that are unhealthy for you, if there is anything unhealthy for you in a frog besides the fact that you're eating a frog. So the frog skin pieces are peeled off because they flip it inside out and stuff, and it's just really gross process. There are other videos on this. You can look this up yourself. It's called frog sashimi. And, well, that is the end of this top 5 video. I've been betraying my video name extremely because I just don't really care. You know, it's called Top 11 Listers. I've been doing top 5 listers and stuff. Just want to see you in the next video. Bye.